Started recording. Okay. So we are working on method declarations here. The last session we came to know declaring a simple method, no more syntaxes, only the procedure oriented. You should be understand. Okay. So this is a class name, this is access specifier, this is a class keyword, this is a class name, and open brace and close brace. Okay. This is a method. Okay. Access specifier, return type, method name, parenthesis, and close brace and the logic. Okay. So, and this is a one parameterized method. We are supplying input from outside into this program, and here you are passing two parameters. And we are supplying the S object from as an input to this method, and we are trying to insert it. And here we are passing, the list of account records. Here we pass only single account record, and here we are passing the list of multiple account records. And the simple logic, what we have written, we pass some parameters from outside like a comma b, and we just calculate it and we are returning back. So you are returning this result back. Here you are returning the account, right? Here you are returning the list of contacts, single record and multiple records. You are returning. Here is a simple primitive data type. Similarly, we have select, we have written a class parallel. Okay. This is a method where it creates the contact. Every time when we use this method, same contact will be created. I don't want to go with that. So that's the reason, I will supply the input from outside based on different inputs. I need not to change my code, okay, because I supply the different inputs from outside, so it will create a contact. And if you see here, I supply account data and contact data from outside. And coming into this method, I'm trying to create an account, and the created account will be associated with this contact. And similarly, I have written S object. In the earlier example, we have written account, and we have written a list of contacts. So, if my voice is not clear to everyone, or if my voice is clear, please let me know. If not, I will change the position.
Sir, resound వస్తుంది సార్ వాయిస్.
Now, still resound?
It's fine, sir.
It's clear, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Yeah. Here we are returning S object. S object means it's a it's a top of it will be like this. For example, if you consider this is S object, for all S objects, we are having account as a child, contact, opportunity, the customer object, whatever it may be. All this comes under S object. So this is a supermost. Okay, supermost. That one also we have deal. And later we have been written a list of contacts. See here also we have written a list of contacts. We create here we queried the contacts, but here we have been inserted a contacts and we have written it. Not only the list, we have written the map also. right? I just prepared some map and I can send it. Not only to write this much of code, you can also write some leverage of this one. Okay. You can also write like this: map of ID comma contact. Put this one here. Right? Copy this story. You can put it here. Okay. Now Salesforce will think about iteration and assignments. Okay. Only, you can write only this structure if you want to hold the ID only as a key respect to this object. Okay. Again, I'll come to this picture and when you're working on completely. Okay. See, here it is how many lines? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we are explicitly iterating when you are writing a query. This is one structure and this is one structure. Okay. Anyway, whatever it may be, you are returning the contact map. But which one is optimized code means line number 63 is an optimized code and more efficient code when compared to this one. Both gives the same result. Both gives the same result. Okay. ఇది ఒకటి ఉంది అని గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి అంతే చాలు. I'm not expecting you to write such kind of things, but you please be remember there is a one option like this. Okay. So when you go into the real time, definitely you will come to know all these things. Because you're outside of the real time, right? So everything will be different for you. Okay. So wait for the time being. Okay. What are the methods you are working? Okay. All are non-static methods. All are non-static methods. There is another concept called as static methods. I'll show you. What is this? This is a method, right? Public void do something is a method. I will write like this. See this, observe clearly. Public void display. According to me, both are the same. According to me, both are the same. So before void, I'm just writing like this. Static. I just given another keyword called as static. Save it. Before came to know like what exactly is static and non-static, you should know about how can I identify first. You have to identify first, right? This is a class. This is a variable declaration. This is a method declaration. That too, it is a I did not wrote any static here. That means it's a non-static method declaration. I wrote a static here. We'll see the functionality later. First of all, understand. First of all, you have to observe it, right? This is a static. Okay. So this is a static method. We know how to call this one, right? How to invoke this one, right? How you will invoke? Just copy the class name, Control E. Right? You instantiated a class. And you have a memory for your class now. Right? With the help of OBJ, you are calling this method. So non-static methods are objective by references. Okay, through object you can call this one. Execute. See, it's simple and executed, and we got this method declaration, right? And we get into this loop and it is executed. Right? Simple, right? Simple. Similarly, you also call this method with the object reference. What happens is, so I just copied the same stuff and I'm trying to call with this object to reference. I'm calling static method with an object to reference. What happens? It's saying that static methods cannot be referenced from by the non-static. That means you cannot call like this. Then how you can call? With a class name. This is the only major difference you have to be understand. Non-static methods we can call with an object to reference. Static methods we can call with a class reference, with a class name. And take class. What is this? System is a class which is given by the Salesforce. In that class, we have a method called today. We have a method called today. Okay. This method is a non-static. This method is a static method. So that's why we call with a class name. Now is a method. It's a static method inside this class. What it returns? This returns today's current and date. What this one will returns? Today's date only. We also know this one, right? System.debug. Every day we are writing system.debug. System is a class. Debug is a method. Guys, mute, go on mute, go on mute, go on mute. Manikanta, go on mute. Yeah. See, this is a system, is a class given by the Salesforce inside a Salesforce libraries. Debug is a method. Which method? Like this, static method. And you can supply some parameter here. Okay, you can supply some parameter here, string parameters. Similarly, I also wrote my own class and it has some static method and we can call like this. Are you getting the point? Observe the differences. If it is a non-static, I can call with an object to reference. If it is a static, I can call with a class reference. Got it? No variation, everything is similar. This is the what you have to be remember. There are some major advantages out there with the static, like in the class load, whenever the class loads, these methods and the variables will be loaded first. And there is no memory will be allocated for the static variables. So no heap size consumes. So like there's so many variations, so many advantages are there. We'll see that in the coming sessions, not today. Okay, not today. Wait for the time being. So my sincere request is everyone to be understand first. Okay, this is a method. This is a method. Then what is the difference between these two methods? A static keyword. Then I can consider this is a non-static. Then I can consider this one is a static. By easy understanding, I came to know. When it is a static, if you want to call this method, you can use a class reference like this. Let us see the output. I just selected only this one and clicking on the execute highlight. See, it is created. What is this variable? It's a normal string variable. Can I use this variable here? As like above. Try to save it. See, it's showing error. Okay. Can I use like this then?
Yes, sir.
Can I copy this one and put it here? Observations, the most askable interview question. It may decide your job factor. Can I use a non-static variables inside a static method? Means simply you say that no, because this reference is different, because you can call, because there is a memory allocated for this when you instantiate this class, and there are no memories will be allocated for this one. Okay. So you got the point what I'm trying to say. There is no memory for this one. So, and that too, there is no memory for these methods. Okay, whenever your class loads, this one will be loaded. If the class loads, you can call this method directly. Okay, so like this, let me call this. See, I can reuse all that. Anyway, last 15 minutes, what we came to know is we have written a static method. Okay, we have written a static method. But I'm not bothering about you to write a static methods. But I'm bothered about identification is very important. Observation is very important. When you identify, okay, this method is a static, then your brain will say that, okay, we can deal with the class name. Like that you can deal. Okay. Now coming back, minimize all this stuff. N number of methods you can write it in a class here. Okay. Public, static, display. And we know this is a static method. Now I'm writing one more method. Public, static, void, show. Already there display, no. Okay. Okay, here I will give the parameter. Here I am giving the parameter. Public, static, void, show to, and string name. Okay. System.debug. Single param method. What happens? Let's save this one. I want to call this one. Similarly, if you want to call this one, copy this class name, Control E, as per time being today, put it here, dot show, and supply the parameter from there, because there is a syntactical misdifferences will be there. You have to supply a parameter. Let me execute. We have to predict the output as well. This is a static method with a single parameter, and this is a parameter which I am sending outside from outside. That is the beauty. So you have to be understand. Only understanding is very important. Okay, zero parent, single parent, static methods, non-static method. Non-static method I can call with object reference. Static method I can call with a class reference. That means whenever you are loading a class, these methods will be loaded already. Okay, you have to call it. That's enough. and these are loaded only once in the transaction, not many times. Public static void show 3. Can I pass S object here like account data? Will static methods accept S object? Let's try. How you can supply data to this method here? Here you supplied a string value. Here you have to supply a account value. That means S object value. How? Come here. First prepare the data like account. Right? A dot name equal to some. This is the account which I am going to be created. I just instantiated an object. I just given a value to this one, but I never inserted it. But I supply. I'm going to supply that stuff here. Here. Now execute. I did not use any debug statement, right? But anyway, it is created. Okay, see one DML statement, one row has been inserted. Okay, now coming here, click on this one. See static account, and this is the account which I created. So static methods also can create the data. So it also can hold your logs. Okay. Can it hold the list of data? You already know how to write all this stuff, right? So I'm touching off each and every contact, each and every account.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I will supply a list of accounts to this static method from outside. Here the logic will be, it will iterate each and every account and it will print. All these are warm-up exercises. Now I will query like this. List of account ACC list equal to, I will query here, select ID comma name from account. I don't know how many accounts are there, but I supplied all those accounts to this method. When I execute this method with a class reference, we'll supply here, it will supply to here, and it will iterate each and every step. Execute. See, each and every account it has been written. Not only this one, you can also do like this. Public static void show file. Here, okay, here I will supply string comma name comma phone comma some. I'll pass some 3 parameters from outside. Based on these three parameters, we have to create an account. Account A equal to new account. A dot name equal to name. A dot phone equal to phone. A dot account number equal to ACC number. Insert A. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. See, I will get inputs from outside and I will create an account and I would like to return this account. And I would like to return this account. Whenever you write a return statement, you should not write a void statement. Okay. Whenever you write a return statement, you should not write a void statement. Whenever you write a void statement, you should not write a return statement. That means you have to return an account. As like your non-static, static also the same. Right, when I hit this method with these parameters, it will create an account and it will send back trust. Let's see. This is a class name and this is a method name, and it is expecting three parameters. The first parameter is a name. Okay, and second parameter is a phone number. And third parameter is an account name. So these three parameters I am changing. That's it. It is done, or anything else is there? Anyone? When you hit this method, it creates an account and it is returning back. Remember, it is returning back. What it is returning? It is returning account. So you have to capture that account. That's what we done yesterday. So what is the return data we got? The inserted account. Right? If you see this one, I can remember like this. Date equal to system.today. According to me, both are the same. According to me, both are the same because this is a class, this is a class. This is a static method, this is a static method. These are the parentheses, and here also having some parentheses. Here it having 3 parameterized, here 0 parameterized. And when you hit this method, it gives the today's date. This method will give you, this function will give the today's date. When you hit this method, it will create an account data, supplied data, account data, and it will return back. Execute. See, it returns account data. Here it returns the date. Both are the same. So that is what static and non-static, what we are having. See, as of now, you're returning data either S object or list of S objects or primitive data types or nothing, right? Okay. Check this one. So, if you observe this, You written account data here. You written a list of contacts here. You written an integer here, right? Only single values, right? Only single generic data type, right? But can I do like this here? Let's say, for example, understand clearly now what I'm trying. Public, static or non-static, whatever it means. Okay. Initially, I'm writing void. Okay. Any method name, okay, something like this is a normal method. Okay, this is a normal method. Okay, this is a normal method. I have data like this: string, person name, Ramu, string age 29. Okay, now, okay, I can also pass something integer, some int value. Okay, or else from decimal. Save this one. How many data types are there? Person, age, some value or something like integer and decimal. Different types of data types are there. Or else forget about this. Forget about these two. I want to return these two values here. I'm talking about return statements. Earlier examples, we have returned only the single values, single account, single list of contacts, single account, single integer. Okay. Single map, single list of contact, single S object, right? We have written like that. Now I want to return these two strings I want to return. Can I write like this? Person name, comma, age, and put string here. Let us see whether syntactically it will accept or not. See, it's showing error message. Okay, it's showing error message. Might be you put string only for this one. But then what about this one? Okay. Let's copy it. Put comma and put this one. Will it accept? See, it is not accepting. Then what should I do? I want to return multiple values, multiple different data type values. I want to return it. How we can do? Okay. How we can do? Is the question. First of all, the people in this group, you understand my question. Yesterday and today, I have returned only the single value, right? Either single account, or single list of contacts, or single map of. Now it's a time to return multiple values, boss. So how you can do? It is a concept called wrapper class. What is that? It's a concept called wrapper class. We will wrap these two data types. We will wrap these two data types. Okay. We are going to wrap these two data types. Let's see how we can do. Okay, this is a class. This is a main class. I can write like this. Save it. This is a main class. Okay. Now I want to return these two values. So how you can do it means, let us see. You want to wrap this data. Okay. So how you are going to wrap means use like this. Public wrap result or else. You can write anything else. Okay. You can write any name. Wrap data. What is this? This is also a class. This is also a class. This is a main class. We can call it as an outer class. Okay. This is a class. We can call it as an inner class. A class inside a class. So we are writing like this. This is a class, and we are writing inside another class. A class inside a class. Right? Here, I will make some data public string name and put like this, getter or setter. Okay? Or else we will put like this name. How many values you want to be sent? Right now you want to send two values. So that's why I just wrapped into the two parts. So instead of using this one, now come to this class, main class method, and instantiate this class. Okay. In this wrapper object, this is also a class. This is a class you instantiated it. This is a class you instantiated it. Okay. And it has its own object. This one is having some name, right? And you assign this person. Similarly, obj dot, there is an age. Put is age, and you assign this age here. So what happens is, now you wrap these two results into your own objective section. Okay. Now, if you return this object, it will hold multiple values. It will hold multiple values. Okay. It will hold multiple values. Now, let me return this class. Return. I'm returning this wrapper object. This wrapper object is nothing but this class, right? Instead of void, put that one. See the variation. Here, you return a data type called as an integer. Here, you return a data type called as an account. That means this is a primitive, this is S object. These are enums. These are nothing but a list. Collection variable also you have been written. Collection variable also you have been written. Now, I am returning an Apex class. Now I am returning an Apex class. You returned a primitive data type. You returned a S objective data type. Right? You returned a collection variables like list of contacts, like list set map you have been written. Now I am returning. What I am going to be written here. If you observe this section, okay. So now I am going to be written here an object. Object is nothing but this class. I'm returning a class C. So you can return a classes also. Okay. So you can return a classes also. Now let me see how can I use this one. Okay. Save it. Copy this class name. Okay. I want to call this method object new and the class name. Object dot this method name. So obviously it will give a return value for you. So it will return some value back to us. What type of a data? I want to use this one. But this class is this one. This is class this one. If I want to use this one, I have to use like this. Dot if I want to get this class, first you want to touch down this class, then you want to go to this class. First you want to touch down this class, then you go to this class. So that's why outer class dot in the class. Outer class dot inner class. This is a concept. So I'm just demonstrating two concepts at a time. A class inside a class, how you can deal. Okay. A class inside a class, how you can deal. And the wrapper structure. Wrapper means you're wrapping the data into a single unit. You're wrapping these two data into a single unit, right? And you are returning. Now let's check the results. See, it executed successfully. See, it returns two values, right? It returns two values into my one wrapper object, so that I can access those values, age or a name. So that is the beauty of your writing your own object to structure. Not only sending account structure, not only sending primitive structures, you can also send your own objective structure. So that is the beauty of this one. Okay. Let us try. Let's make you to better understand again one more time. Okay. See here. See, I want to send both account and contact at a time. I want to create a single account and 5 contacts that are associated to that account. Okay. When I hit that method, I want to return back that account and as well as associated contacts. What I'm trying to say is, create an account called A1. Within the same transaction only, create a multiple contacts C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. While creating a contacts, you please associate all these 5 contacts to that account. In the same transaction. Okay, in the same transaction. Once you create, return the results. Return results, both account and their list of contacts. You return account and their list of contacts. This is what I want to do. Okay. How you can do, let us see. Okay. Let me create a method first. Public. I'll go with a static now. Void. Okay. Contacts. Some method name I just given. I will give here integer count. How many contacts we have to be created? I will give it here. Now let's try to create an account. Account a dot name equal to, I will supply the account name from outside. Okay. Insert here. This is DLL. Now account will be insert. Now you put if condition. If a dot id not equal to null, then you have to iterate each and every contact. Integer I equal to 0, I less than count. Whatever the count here you are sending, you are mapping here. I plus plus. Now you try to do something. Con equal to new contact. Already we have written multiple times. No matter. Name. Con dot. Phone. I don't want to give a phone for this contact. I just given like this. Okay. Let me collect. Let me collect all those contacts. List of contact. Con list. New list of contact. We do have as object data type to return 2 different objects right now. How to differ from the graphic class. So wait for the time. You'll get a clarity. For your question, wait for the time being, wait for like 10 to 15 minutes, you'll get a clarity. Okay. I just declare a contact variable. Contact dot add of count. See this. If a dot id is not equal to null, I'm just trying to create a contact. ID. This is a reference to field. This is a reference to field. Same this one. Okay. Save this one first of all. right? You captured all those 5 accounts and you have you captured all those 5 contacts and you captured account here. One account is created and associated contacts are iterated. Now you put if condition one more time. Just check whether this con list is having data or not. If it is having data, then insert that con list. Now I want to return this account as well as list of contacts. So what is your question? Do we have S object data type to return 2 different objects, right? See, you can return list of S object in that moment. Okay, in that moment, you can return list of S object, not to go for a wrapper class. Because S object is either account or a contact. If I go with account or a contact to be written multiple at a time, you can go with a list of S object. You'll come to that one in this situation also. Right? Now I want to return this single account and multiple contacts. So you cannot do that one. So you take help from the wrapper class. So either you can connect a data with this wrapper class within the wrapper class or outside of the also wrapper class also you can use it. In the previous example, I have written a class like this. A class inside a class. Now I will write something different. I will write outside. Let me see whether I can make a connectivity to this class or not. Writing outside. Come here. S object wrapper demo. Okay. Now 2 different classes are there. Okay. So this class will hold public account ACC. I will use getter and setter. I will explain you later about getter and setter. Wait for the time being. Getter and setter means it is also variable declaration. Salesforce will take care of setting the values and getting the values automatically. Okay. I will going to explain you about this getter and setter later. Let's wait for time being. Public list of contacts. Getter and setter. Save this one. Now this is outside, not inside. Outside. Rondo ote. Idi. Rondo ote. కాకపోతే ఏం చేశారు ఓల్డ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లో విత్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్ లో రాశారు న్యూ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లో అవుట్ సైడ్ రాస్తారు అంతే డిఫరెన్స్ నథింగ్ ఎల్స్ I just want to show the variations, that's it. Okay, now copy this class name. This is that class. This is this class. This is class 1 and class 2. Okay. Now we are going to make a communication between this class and this class. How you are going to make communication between this class and this class is copy this class name, come here and instantiate it first. See, అంతకుముందు ఇలాంటివన్నీ అనానమస్ విండోలో రాశాను ఇప్పుడు ఏం రాస్తున్నాను వేరొక క్లాస్ లో రాస్తుంది. So I have just written in another class method. Okay, another class method. Now a communication will be placed. See, a communication will be placed. That means this one becomes parent and this one becomes child, and you are calling this class inside this parent. Now, this wrap object is having account. Let me add an account from here. Okay. So I just added here. Similarly, this one is holding a con list. This one holding a con list, and I am supplying a con list here. See, పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏం కాదు. ఇందాక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ రెండు స్ట్రింగుల్ని నేను ఇందాక ర్యాప్ చేశాను. సేమ్ స్ట్రక్చర్ నేను ఫాలో అవుతున్నాను. ఐఎమ్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ద సేమ్ స్ట్రక్చర్, నథింగ్ డిఫరెన్స్. Okay, I just supplied the both strings, but here now we are supplying the collection variables. One collection variable and one S objective variable. And this collection variable also related to the S objects. Okay. So come here, save it. Still it is a void. Right? Still it is a void. Now what you have to do, you have to return this one. Come here. Return, and I am returning that object. This object will hold S object as an account and list of S object as a contact. Multiple objects we are returning at a time. Now, when you use a return statement, we should not use a void. And what you are returning? Wrap object. Wrap object means this one, and we place it here. This is a real-time code. What I have been written here. Right? See, the class has been saved successfully. Now I want to execute this method. So copy this one, Control E, remove all this stuff. This is a class name which I given, and this is a method called as a static. You come here, supply. What you have to supply? I want to create 10 contacts. I want to create account. Let me supply the phone number. Right? I'm supplying 3 input parameters. This is a class and this is a method, static method. I'm passing 3 parameters inside it. Definitely, when you hit that one, it will return a result back. That result is this one. Put it. This is the return result. Copy this one. System.debug. Put it here and execute. See, ACC, our own account record, con list, and all those 10 contacts, whatever we created, we got Indian wrapper here. Account is created, and for that account, see, 10 contacts. These are the 10 contacts. What I would like to be create. All those are created. No problem. Okay. If you are very happy to accept this, try to do it, or else leave it. No problem. So with this example, what we have achieved is a class-to-class communication. and how to use of wrapper classes. Okay, with this example, what we have achieved is a class inside a class and how to use a wrapper class. With this example, we have been seen how the methods are declared, how the static methods are declared, non-static methods are declared, and return types, as object to return types, right? Primitive data type return types, like this, multiple things we have been used, right? So I'm just making something for you. So it won't ask any OTPs or anything else. You can open my Arc. I will give a logins for you. Okay, I'll give a logins for you. Okay. So I'm posting in the charter. So let me check. I'm just checking whether it is opening or not with the same username and password. Yes, I'll post this things. So your responsibility is log into that system, go through the code, but don't manipulate it yet. Don't change, because others also we can see there are like almost like 25 members or 20 members are there in our group. They also want this code, so please don't manipulate it. Okay, don't manipulate the code. You just go and watch in your screens, right? You can see these things. You try it first of all. Try to watch this video one more time I know I can understand it's a bit hard because you are non-programmers, okay? But you have to extend your capabilities. So that's what I'm asking you to do. Practice every day. Do some warm-up exercises. See, whatever the stuff I have been written today, it's a combination of from day one to today. Okay, I just given a little bit of extension towards what we have been done. Okay, so that's what in real time you're going to be learn the combination of things, not straightforward. There is no straightforward. Okay, so try to do practice again tomorrow. I will explain all this stuff. Okay, completely. Okay, I want every person to make you better understanding. Okay, so tomorrow we'll sit together and we'll fix all the things. Okay, from day one onwards. Okay, so but meanwhile, get some handy on this one. Getting a handy is very important for us. Okay, so I'll post this video immediately in the next 5 minutes. Watch this video and you
Hello.
have time, go through it. Yeah, tell me.
అన్నా ఇక్కడ స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్స్ గురించి చెప్పాం కదా స్టార్టింగ్ లో.
Hmm.
అది ఎట్లా లోడ్ అయ్యేది అంటే మనం అసైన్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా డిక్లరేషన్ సెక్షన్ లోనే నాన్ స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్ కి అసైన్ చేసినట్టే స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్స్ కి అసైన్ చేస్తున్నాం. వెన్ వీఆర్ అసైనింగ్ దట్ ఎప్పుడు లోడ్ అంటే క్లాస్ లోడ్ అయినప్పుడు దానికి మెమరీ అనేది ఎప్పుడు లోడ్ అవుతుంది? అది కొంచెం
మెమరీ ఉండదు, స్టాటిక్ అదే కదా నేను చెప్తున్నా.
మెమరీ ఉండదంటే అసైన్ చేస్తున్న వాల్యూ ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ అవుతుందన్న?
అది ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ అవ్వదు. దెర్ ఈస్ నో హెక్సాడెసిమల్ వాల్యూ ఫర్ ఇట్. దెర్ ఈస్ నో మెమరీ. వెన్ యూ గెట్ ఎ మెమరీ ఎప్పుడైతే నువ్వు న్యూ అని యూజ్ చేస్తావు,
ఓకే
రైట్, ఎప్పుడైతే న్యూ అని యూజ్ చేస్తావో అప్పుడే మెమరీ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, మెమరీ అంటే ఏంటనుకున్నావు? అడ్రస్ అనేది ఒక యాడ్ అవుతుంది, వాటికి అడ్రస్ ఉండదు. హీప్ ఉంటుంది కదా, హీప్ లో స్టోర్ అవ్వదు అనమాట, వాటికి స్పేస్ ఉండదు. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ వాట్ ఐ సెడ్, దేర్ ఈస్ నో మెమరీ ఫర్.
ఓకే, స్టాటిక్ వేరియబుల్స్
yes, whenever you use a new, then a memory is allocated. Whenever memory is allocated, you can deallocate it. ఇవేంటంటే ఇవి ఎట్లా ఉంటాయంటే క్లాస్ లోడ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడే లోడ్ అయిపోతాయి. వన్ టైం లోడ్, ఇదంతా వన్ టైం లోడ్. ఓకే, త్రూ అవుట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఇదే వాల్యూ ఉంటుంది నువ్వు మార్చేంత వరకు.
ఓకే
ఓకే, ఇదేమవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు లెట్స్ సే ఇదేమవుతుంది, ఒకసారి శ్రీకాంత్ అని పెడతా, అదే సేమ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ లో వేరే వాల్యూ ఇస్తా, అలా డిఫరెంట్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి, డిఫరెంట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి విత్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్. ఓకే, యూ కెన్ చేంజ్. అందుకనే నాన్ స్టాటిక్ స్టాటిక్ ఇచ్చారు. ఓకే, within the same transaction, when you instantiate the different objects, you can apply different values to the same variable. I don't want to do such kind of a things within the transaction. I want to maintain it from starting to beginning, from beginning to end. I want to maintain a same value until and unless I change, then I can go with this non-static kind of stuff. Okay, so andukane inka undi, still not yet done. Okay, I want to show you like the major importance of a static in a triggers. Okay, because కొన్ని ఉంటాయి ఆన్ లోడింగ్ లోనే డేటా తెచ్చేసుకోవాలి. Let's say for example, this is a static method, right? We have some other blocks also. ఇలా కూడా ఉంటుంది. What is this? This is a static block. What do you mean by there is no memory for this one? Okay, there is no memory for this one. But whenever you load a class, this static block will be executed.
Okay.
See? There is no memory. Static blocks will be executed. Inka undi, not yet done. I just introduced the static today. Okay, wait for the time to use. Anni vastayi. Okay, Adi. So that's it for today. We'll see in the tomorrow session. But please get some hand here. Okay, this is very important. We are still working on the fundamentals. Fundamentals say kastapadamu and problem. Okay, please be very handy. Thank you.